Hey, welcome again. We have more Terraria. This time, the Moon Lord. Yeah, it is time. I I really decided to record this instead of streaming this. The reason I have been a little bit busy and tired as well. So this happened over night. I think it was like 3 hours maybe. It was really late. So yeah, I wasn't talking that much. So in the end, I was like, I'm just gonna mute myself. I'm just gonna let this, you know, go, and I will record on top of it, right? So first things first, my attempts at the Moonlord were mm, rough at the beginning. Like, I really enjoyed the fight, but the boulders are a nightmare to be honest. Either way, the first attempt, I was thinking like, okay, what can I do? What can I do? It's really hard. The boulders are killing me. I am dying by a freaking stone. I am dying by a freaking eye. I am dying by a freaking laser. And I'm dying. That's it. And I did try to heal, and I died. I was a little bit mad. A little bit. But I had to keep going. I had to fight. So, I went back. I started doing shit. The usual, you know. Uh, to be fair, I was really frustrated. Like, I was so mad. I'm not gonna hide that. So yeah, I went back. I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it. I think I have an idea now, and I started the fight. To my surprise, it actually showed me something. When I started the fight, it was like really bad. I was struggling. I was like thinking, okay, this is gonna be a miss again. I'm gonna die, and nothing to do. Then I saw something. As I was fighting the Moon Lord, and I saw that second laser, I realized that maybe if I managed to go below the Moon Lord, I could dodge the boulders. But to my, uh, to my luck, I actually took too many shots. I took too many hits, and I ended up dying again. But, but that attempt alone made it so I could understand a way to fight the Moon Lord. I only needed to make sure that every single time he shot his freaking laser, his freaking death ray, I needed to be below him. So once again, I died. Yeah, everything's fine. Everything's fine. But then, the real plan began. I had to get ready. I had to go and fight once again. This time I was like, okay, I want to do it below. And something really important. I was using the grappling hook a lot, which was, putting me down. So I had to turn that off. Like, it was really annoying. So I was like, yeah, just turn that off. And then my actual attempt that ended up in a win began. Again, same strat. I was just using the. I always forget the name of the weapon. I'm not gonna even check that shit. I was again tired. I don't want to check that right now, even if it's after that. But again, I had the strat. I knew like I just had to be below him when he does that laser, so I don't get hit. So yeah, I took a long time. Yeah, it was kind of long. Would you see? That is the strat. That alone made everything so much easier. I was still taking a lot of damage. I was trying to dodge the best of, I could because it's everything in, you know, complete darkness. So I'm like, okay, I can see the attacks, but I get distracted if I look at them for too long. So even if I sometimes got hit by the boulders, I was like, okay, I'm fine. I'm fine. I am not taking that many hits. Then something really freaking scary happened, which is this. I take a hit, and it was like, okay, it's an exchange. I took the laser, I didn't take the boulder. The boulder actually hurts you more. So I was like, okay, it's a decent exchange. And, it ended up working. I survived this attempt. I won this attempt. But it, god damn, took forever. So, I'm just gonna let you watch the rest of it, and I'll be back once it's done.
There is no way. There is no way. There is no way. God, I should have streamed this. Right. It only took a couple of tries, actually. Terrarian. God, that was good. After learning that if I go down the laser, right, like I have to go up at the beginning, so I can end at the bottom, right? So I can dodge the boulders. That really helps. That really helps. God, dude. God, I'm kind of mad. I am really, 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 really bad.
So after my first win, right, I had to go and make sure that I could get more stuff. I need some fragments and then to get ready, right? Round two. This time I had the Terrarian, and I was so ready, right? I had my, experience after the first win. Really, really fun times with the Terrarian, actually. Really good weapon. I never use it. So, the reason I am recording this, like that, is because I was like, okay, I'm gonna kill the Moonlord, I'm gonna try to get the Source, and I'm gonna get the Zenith, and I'm gonna end this thing for, once and for all. It didn't work, right? So I was fighting this and farming the last two swords I needed. Because you might be thinking, what do you mean two swords? Well, I actually got the Star Fury in my attempts, but I didn't get the Meow Mirror, and I still need the Headless Horseman Blade. So, yeah, that is gonna take a while. So, yeah, I was pretty mad by my results overall because again, I only got one sword, and I was really, really starting to feel the you know, exhaustion for the fact that I have been playing this for so long, and I was not getting what I needed. In the end, I went out of my way and kept on doing, fights. And there, there's one attempt where I became an astronaut, right? You might be thinking, what? Yeah, for those who don't know, this seed has a little thing, right? If you fall, you know, you die, right? Like that's normal, even now. The other thing is like if you go too high, you die. You don't like you have a roof of sorts. So yeah, I one attempt I actually died. I was feeling really embarrassed. I was like, I'm gonna cut this off. I didn't, and you will see it in time. Like I was pretty focused during my attempts. As you saw, I actually even used the nurse when I took too much damage in one of the attempts because I really needed that. I was like, I am not gonna die now. I have been working so hard for this to end because I greeded too much. So yeah, another attempt, another bag, and and you know, I got the first artillery. It was something really nice. It was a nice feeling. I finally made progress, right? I had to reforge it, obviously, I wasn't gonna use it. And Then I was like, okay, I am a little bit tired. I should do something else. So I went down, took a break, made some coffee. You know, after I got my my pillar skilled again, so I could get enough fragments for the armor, and I was ready to go back. Sadly for me, I killed the solar. I actually forgot about other stuff, and I was like, okay, you know, as I said, I went for coffee. So, yeah, I completely forgot that if you leave the world, right, the pillars progress resets, so I had to go and kill everything again. So, you know, it's fine. Sometimes that happens. And I went and fought the Moonlord again. And God, this star thing is really noisy, dude. Like, it makes a lot of fucking noise. Sometimes it's really annoying. But, God, it actually deals a lot of fucking damage. like, like, I was like, I don't know if I want to use it. Then I was using it. I was like, dude, this thing is so good. It's not. I don't want to leave that behind, but it's really loud. It's really annoying. And, you know, another win. Although, although something funny happened. As I was about to grab the bag, I got struck by a freaking star that I couldn't see in time because of the freaking flashbang that happens when you kill the Moonlord. And I was really mad. I was really annoyed because it's like I just killed you, and this is how the game pays me, dude. I just killed you, and I get hit by a freaking star. I was like surprised, and by the time that happened, you know, it was really late. I was really sleepy, and I forgot that the bag teleports back to spawn. So I actually wasted like 20 minutes. I cut that off because I don't want you looking at me for 20 minutes straight, just going around the map trying to see where the bag landed, and then realizing that the bag was in the spawn all along. Like, I forgot about that. I was so freaking sleepy. It was like 2 a.m., but I wasn't done, right? I wasn't done. That's on me. I should have taken a rest. I should have been like sleeping and shit. But I wanted to continue. I wanted to finish this shit before it was, you know, it was so late that I was not gonna be able to, because the next day I was gonna be busy, right? And then I became an astronaut. I became an astronaut because I forgot that if you go too high, you die. Again, I was really tired, so it's even if I, know, punish myself a lot, calling me an idiot and all of that. It was really late, to be fair. I'm gonna still call myself an idiot because even if I was sleepy, I don't feel like I should forget about something like that. But anyways, I kept on farming, I kept on fighting, and I kept on winning, right? I realized that the Terrarian is insanely good. I love that freaking Jojo, dude. It's beyond strong. Like, it's not even, fair how strong the Jojo is. Like, for real, it's way too strong. Way too strong. But it makes sense, right? If the last Jojo you get it after killing the freaking squid. So, yeah, pretty good weapon. I don't use it a lot. And I'm gonna have to start using Jojos probably, because I really like using that one. But yeah, that was the end of it. I was really tired. It was like, again, it was almost 3 a.m. by the time I finished the last fight. And I was like, I need to go to sleep. So I was really mad. I kept on fighting like the last fight because, again, this is like really sped up. because it actually takes time. Yeah, at the end I didn't get the other sword, and I was really tired. I just decided to do this fight, and if I get something, it was gonna be nice. If I did it, I told to myself, I'm gonna stream the end. I'm gonna make a stream for the end. And that's what I'm gonna do. Because, yeah, this is the end, guys. I'm gonna go. I really appreciate everyone that watches this. And I'll see you all on the next stream over on Twitch. Because, yeah, I'm not gonna shortcut that. I don't think I was gonna do more. But I promise I wanna get the Senate on this. So, yeah, I'll see you all around. Bye.